A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, there was a federation trying to impose their will on a peaceful little planet named Naboo.
To keep this from happening, the government sent a couple sword-wielding gurus named Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn to hopefully lead a meditation seminar and calm the Trade Federation down.
Stress! Stress! There's too much stress around here.
I have a bad feeling about
The
this.
Federation rejects their offer and they try and kill the handsome monks, but their plan fails and the cat's out of the bag that Naboo is being invaded by an army of banana-faced bots.
Invasion.
After narrowly escaping death a few more times and regretfully saving a bipedal amphibian, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon are taken to an underwater city where the jolly and gelatinous boss Nass gives them a submarine for taking Jar Jar off his hands.
You mightn't be saying that.
They finally make it to the Queen of Naboo and tell her that she's like totally in trouble considering that there's an invasion happening right now.
Invasion.
The Jedi help her escape, and after the heroic introduction of R2-D2, the God,
That little droid did it!
the only place they can go is Slave Nation Tatooine, where force-wielding children are street-racing thugs and picking up chicks.
Are you an angel?
Then one of the wisest Jedi in the galaxy entrusts the lives of everyone to a small sand-soaked child with a bowl cut and a rigged chance cube. No big deal, just a wager against the best racers in the universe.
Little Orphan Annie and his magic midichlorians guide them to victory. Then they repair their spaceship with their winnings and honorably abandon Anakin's mother.
After a pit stop on Coruscant, the capital of everything, they leave behind a series of dominoes that would result in the foundation of the Empire itself. Oh yeah, we almost forgot to mention that the villain in this one is actually Satan.
Then our super friends peace out without ever changing clothes.
Except Padme, she changes like every 5 minutes.
Because the government doesn't think invasion is an attempt to invade.
Will you defer your motion to allow a commission to explore the validity?
Invasion.
They finally make it to Naboo with their secret weapon.
A child.
The fight against the silly banana robot army is complemented by the most epic lightsaber battle the saga will ever see. The battle resolves and we learn these 3 essential things.
Jar Jar is the patron saint of luck, spinning is indeed a good trick, and Obi-Wan has a shoulder made of Beskar steel.
I will train Anakin. You will be a Jedi.
10 years later.
Padme is still endangering other people by making them impersonate her, and the Jedi investigate everyone that could be involved except their known enemy number 1, Count Dooku, sorry.
Do you have any idea who is behind this attack?
Our intelligence points to disgruntled spice miners on the moons of Naboo.
But the government assigns a crack team of bodyguard investigators to protect the senator and not go snooping around in any clone business, starring Mullet 1 Kenobi and You're Holding Me Back Skywalker.
The Jedi detect that Anakin is emotionally unstable, but task him with a 2-person co-ed summer camp in his crush's backyard.
His abilities have made him, well, arrogant.
Meanwhile, Obi-Wan flexes his bromance with Diner Dex, who tells him about some damn good cloners
Damn good ones, too.
that are as easy to find as any missing planet.
Wow! What do you know?
But easy enough for Master Yoda and his secret weapon.
A child.
So while other Jedi are busy doing things, Anakin and Padme are giggling in the grass, talking about sand, and eating pears with the Force.
Padme admits to Anakin that they should not be together in the least romantic place she could find, a dark room lit by a fireplace.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
This stresses young Anakin out so much that he dreams about his mother being tortured and scurries back to the planet he abandoned her on to save her 9.5 years late.
Obi-Wan's nose for trouble leads him to a planet where someone left the faucet on, and now the only way they can survive is by sitting in spoons and turning one man into a lot of men.
The clones are said to be a gift for the Republic by request of a dead guy named Sifo Dyas.
Obi-Wan decides clones are above his pay grade and prefers to fight armored bounty hunters in the rain.
Luckily, there's a man there willing to provide that exact service.
Obi-Wan follows Jango through an asteroid field in a sequence one can only describe as wow.
Once he's there, he stumbles upon a Dr. Evil-esque board meeting attended by Dooku, the Techno Union, and other less interesting people.
Oh, hell, let's just do what we always do. Hijack some nuclear weapons and hold the world hostage.
Obi-Wan goes to his ship and loads up Twitch to report to his subscribers over at the Jedi Temple, but gets swatted and captured by his haters on Geonosis.
I think you're getting swatted. What in the world?
Meanwhile, Anakin wraps up a vengeful mass murder, causing Padme's knees to weaken.
Then, after receiving Obi-Wan's distress message, Anakin, in his infinite wisdom, delivers the Separatists' #1 target to the Separatists.
Protect the senator at all costs.
But succeeds in reuniting with his old pal, Mullet 1 Kenobi.
Good job.
Over the course of the climax of Episode 2, we learn these valuable lessons.
The strategic mastermind Mace Windu has no problem leading his troops directly into the enemy's death funnel. Padme has a crotch of Durasteel, and Yoda most likely learned parkour in middle school. But it's not enough to stop the Sith's #1 escape artist, Harry Houdini.
You have done well.
Begun. The Clone War has.
3 years and an animated series later. The war is going so well that only millions have died and the Chancellor has been captured, requiring the immediate attention of the galaxy's top troublemakers, Anakin and Obi-Wan.
The Chancellor seems a little too eager to see some beheadings, and Anakin's a little eager to deliver.
Kill him now.
All while Obi-Wan catches some Z's.
They crash their ship with minor friendly casualties.
So after a career high, Anakin is informed that he gonna be a baby daddy.
That's wonderful.
Then he gets a promotion as Palpatine's personal assistant, but roasted by the Council.
What?
Obi-Wan hunts the Jedi Hunter on Utapau, a planet that could use more dentists.
While there, he adopts the strategy of Mace Windu by surrounding himself with his own enemies.
Anakin is haunted by the commitment of fatherhood and the visions of losing his wife.
He turns to his scariest friend, the President, for advice on immortality. Conveniently, his friend is very aware of how to live forever.
Obi-Wan leaves Grievous with a deadly case of heartburn and meets up with his best friends, the clones, who would never harm a hair on his chinny chin chin.
Sheev reveals himself to little orphan Annie. Not in that way, he just admits to being a Sith.
Well, that takes the wind out of the sails. Speaking of wind, Windu shows up with a crack team of Sith Slayers and promptly exits through the window.
Anakin finally experiences remorse for the first time in his life, weirdly after only cutting a man's arm off.
What have I done?
Palpatine uses this shocking moment as well as his shocking face to convince Anakin to ditch the Jedi and get a dope new name like Vader or something, bruh.
Rise.
Sheev puts the cherry on top with a group text so triggering the clones can't help but start killing their religious pals.
And now with all the Separatist leaders conveniently on one planet, Vader can go postal on them after practicing on Jedi younglings.
I feel alive! Oh, yeah! Ah, yeah!
Obi-Wan survives Order 66 by taking a few laps in the pool to avoid being killed by clones of the guy who tried to kill him in the last movie.
He then drafts a group text of his own with his last BFF Yoda, telling the Jedi that the countdown has begun on the saddest game of galaxy-wide hide-and-seek ever.
Meanwhile, Anakin's lonely cry session is interrupted by the Pregger's Padme to tell him how disappointed she is, and that he forgot to bring her the spicy pickles that she's been craving all evening.
Killed younglings.
Anakin can't handle criticism and chokes the love of his life to the point of losing consciousness and regrets it briefly. Until...
Surprise, motherfucker!
Obi-Wan hello-there's himself into the situation, a little late considering he missed the whole Anakin attempting to kill his wife thing.
I did not hit her. It's not true. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Obi-Wan. Yoda and Sheev are busy being old and throwing the government at each other over there on Coruscant.
As their fight comes to a close, they do their version of Mufasa's death scene from The Lion King, minus the wildebeests and grieving son. Or maybe...
And thus begins the longest lightsaber battle in recorded human history.
20 minutes later.
Obi-Wan almost forgets to snag Annie's lightsaber and also forgets to finish the job.
Padme can't handle the sadness as her twin children are separated at birth.
One to become a princess in a powerful, respected royal family.
And the other to farm moisture from the air in an infinite sand hole. To be continued in 19 years.